I did a video a couple weeks ago about why email marketing was the ultimate leverage tool for your business. Hopefully, you guys have checked out that video. But today, I'm going to talk to you about how to actually write emails that convert. I'm also going to give you a freebie if you tune in all the way to the end. So, tune in and let's get into this content. My name is Cheesette Cowan. I am the CEO of Real Estate. I am the coach that helps you grow your business strategically and systematically using systems that give birth to leverage, that give birth to profit. In this video, we're going to talk about how to use email marketing properly, and not just how to use it properly, but how to write emails that convert. Because I know that you could say, okay, email marketing is a great leverage tool, but then how do I actually write those emails? So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm going to be looking at my notes. I want you to understand that if your email strategy consists of sending one email that says, I'm just checking in every 3 months, you're doing it wrong. I'm going to walk you through how to actually create effective real estate emails that don't get ignored, that don't get deleted, that don't get marked as spam. Because let's be honest, your leads don't need another boring market update with no context. And that's what real estate agents do. They keep giving market updates. We're sick of your market updates. We are sick of your first time home buyer stuff. Let's just be real, because that's what every other agent is doing. We have to really begin to, one, be able to set ourselves apart, but two, be able to provide value on another level. I'm going to walk you through this. I'll show you what tools to use. More importantly, how to think like a marketer, not a realtor. Remember, real estate is what happens when you sell houses. Until that point, you're prospecting or marketing. So I'm going to show you how to think like a marketer, or how to craft emails that actually lead to business. So let's get into it. I'm going to talk about first why email is the smartest tool that you're not using enough. Before we dive into writing emails, let me give you a truth. Email is one of the only platforms where you own the relationship. Social media is a rented space. Your email list, that's yours. So email marketing gives you, and I've said this before, direct access to your leads inboxes, a way to nurture long-term relationships, which that should be a part of your lead generation strategy, the ability and power to stay top of mind without being on socials 24/7. And it gives you automation that works while you're closing deals, taking a break, or sleeping. But here's the key. If you don't know how to write effective email, none of this matters. Part of the email strategy is based on your understanding of how to use it as a tool for the marketing side of your business. I also have another video on the difference between prospecting versus marketing. And the marketing side of your lead generation can be solved with email creation. The first step I would say towards creating these emails is to think like a marketer, not a realtor. I'm going to say that again. The first step to being successful in creating emails that convert is thinking like a marketer, not a realtor. One of the main problems with real estate agents is all we think about is real estate. We forget that we're dealing with real people, with real lives, with real things going on. And marketing takes into the account that people have things fighting for their attention. That's where we're missing it. When you have an email strategy, you are not just sending information, you're sending value with a purpose. So here's a shift. Stop thinking like a real estate agent and start thinking of like somebody in marketing. Then let me tell you what people in marketing ask themselves. They ask themselves, what does my ideal client care about? What questions do they have before they reach out? What fears or doubts can I calm or overcome? What success stories can I share that build trust? Marketing is not selling. Real estate agents, God, we got to get out of this selling because we don't understand the business dynamic. Marketing is not selling, it's guiding people from awareness to action. You're nurturing, not nagging. So the emails have to be crafted in a way where awareness is high and that it moves them strategically toward action. There's a few things that you need to have if you're going to be sending emails. And let me just go over those things because I'm going to give you a freebie at the end of the video. So just tune into that. The first thing you have to have is a platform. Decide what you're going to use. And I went over that in the other video, so I'm not going to go over too much of that here. I use Flowdesk, but I have used MailChimp. I like Flowdesk, but you can use CRMs. Like our command system has the ability to send emails, KV Core, Follow Up Boss, Active Campaign, all those things work. The next thing you want to focus on is copywriting and idea generation. This is where you put your marketing hat on. Have your resources in place. ChatGPT, Claude, Answer the Public, also ask.com. Get great subject lines, draft emails, draft nurture sequence ideas. And when I say nurture sequence, I want you to think about it like a TV show. That's how I like to think about it. A TV series has 10 episodes. And in that 10 episode, they're all building you up to the finale. That's how I want you to think about your email list. I don't know if you've seen His and Hers, y'all. That show was tea. And I don't even watch series, but when I got involved in it, I couldn't stop because everything was leading up to it. Imagine you created an email sequence that's so powerful that it gets people to that point. And here's what you have to not think about. We think of just drafting emails. No, be different. You could create a whole storyline from an email nurture sequence. You could create a avatar and bring people through a 20-minute docu-series about that person buying the house. This is where you become creative. Once you have a system, now you have the freedom or the opportunity to be creative. Now, see, I could pull together a sequence where it's like, this person had this happen, and really just get into what happens when buyers are buying and selling houses, like people lose their job. And then talk about, you could have like a white explainer board, like she lost her job, this put this pressure on her family. And even though the realtor was calling, this is what she was thinking about. I'm telling you, there's so many directions you can take this, right? So use your resources. Make sure you're being creative as possible and doing things that set you apart from other people. You can test your subject lines, test your curiosity, test your clarity by putting a draft together and then putting it out to 13 people that you admire and having them critique it, help you decide how to make it better. Get with somebody that does explainer videos or whiteboard videos and figure out how to turn things into an explainer video. Use design tools like Canva to create banners and headers and footers and call to action. Make sure your brand colors are recognizable, and make sure you're using something like Google Sheets or Notion to have topics mapped out in advance, and use Trello or ClickUp to organize a content calendar. I use ClickUp. Now I want to get into how you structure an effective real estate email. And Lord knows there are a lot of different ways. So I'm not acting like this is the only one. I'm just going to share with you one of the ways in which I do it. Here's a simple structure that I use: subject lines. If you're on my email list, you know the email lines are short, creative, and specific, not general. The 5 reasons why this, 3 reasons why this. Let me give you an example. The one mistake that could cost you $15,000 as a buyer. Why I told my clients not to list last month. 3 real estate myths I want you to stop believing now. See, that is the subject line that is short, is curious, and is specific. But then in that email, you want to start with an opening hook. Like, that opening hook should be conversational. It should be personal. It should make them want to keep reading. I like a storytelling hook. So I'm going to give you this example that I put up in my notes. I was just talking to a client who almost backed out of buying because of something that they read online. How many of us have been there? See, it's relatable, it's personal, it's conversational, and because it's a story, I want to know more. Remember, you could put this story in video form and make it that much better. So in the value body of the email after the hook, you want to share a story, tip, insight, helpful resource, and tie it back to the current situation. Then you want to create call to actions. Hit reply and tell me your biggest concern. Click here to schedule your buyer consult. Grab my free seller prep list checklist here, or whatever, something like that. But I'm going to tell you that there are 5 specific emails that you need to have in your repertoire, like right now. I'm going to just go over those with you right now. You want to make sure you have these. I don't care what. The first thing is a welcome email. You should have a welcome email. I like a series that introduces people to you, your value, how you work, what they can expect from you, what they can expect from your emails, and a free resource of some kind. You should have weekly or bi-weekly emails. You could do things like local insights, behind the scenes, client stories, whatever you decide. Just make sure they're weekly or bi-weekly so that it's consistent. You could do a monthly market update, but make sure you break it down in plain language, add colors, and what does this mean for buyers and sellers. Don't just say this is the market update, interpret the data for them. Then the 4th email that you should have is occasional offers or call to action, free home evaluation, invites to seminars, new listing announcements, etc. And then the 5th email you should have is just about your processes. If you're working with buyers and sellers, they need to know about commission. They need to know about the lawsuit. They need to know about showings. They need to know about showing assistance. Make sure you draft as many emails as possible about your processes and what it means to work with you and what that looks like in real time. The last thing I'm going to talk to you about is when you start doing email, you want to make sure you're tracking your metrics. Don't stress over this, but track the progress. What is your open rate? 30 to 40% is a good open rate. What is your click rate? 2 to 4% is a good click rate. And then replies or call to action. This is where the conversion lives. Because you're tracking this, you'll have the ability to test subject lines, formats. Do you like plain text or graphic heavy? Please make sure that you're tracking your mechanism, because what you track, you can grow. I'm going to end with this. Remember that email marketing is not about spamming. It's about staying relevant, helpful, and top of mind so that when your lead is finally ready, they choose you. Your email strategy should be a part of your marketing lead generation strategy. Say that again. Your email strategy should be a part of your lead generation marketing strategy. If you've just been posting on social media and wonder why no one reaches out, it's likely because you haven't created a system that nurtures them long term. So even if you post on social media, create a call to action that brings them into your database, that brings them into your email so you can start to really do the heavy lifting. If you want help with that, you can schedule a one-on-one strategy session. The links are in my bio. I can help you create email series, map out your monthly content, and develop a lead magnet so you start growing your list. But here's what you have to understand. We talk about all this in the database to database strategy and in the blueprint and the unstoppable cohort. This is a part of how we're building our business, because we want to make sure that we're operating in a space or a lead generation strategy that has marketing and prospecting. And this is a great tool for marketing. So if you got value out of this video, I appreciate that. But here's what I'm going to give you as a free, because you stuck around to the end. I'm going to give you a free download of 5 plug and play emails that I have used that actually nurture and convert leads. There is going to be a link for the free download here. Just download it and share your thoughts. Come back and comment. If you get value out of this channel, don't just go by and don't say anything. I want to know. Let me know that what I'm doing matters and is really helping you, and I'm going to continue to do it. I'm going to do it anyway, but come back and let me know. I appreciate you guys being here. Click the link in the bio for the free download, and I will see you in the next video.